2NURFM News. For our sponsor, Tile Warehouse Warners Bay. Open 7 days for your convenience.
It's 2 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Tanya du Preez with 2NURFM Hunter News. Construction has begun on Stage 2 of the Shortland Esplanade infrastructure project, which will connect Newcastle beaches from Nobbies to Merewether. This comes after Stage 1 of the project upgraded the section of Bathers Way from Nobbies Beach to Newcastle Ocean Baths. Newcastle Lord Mayor Nuatali Nelms says the project has been a focus of council for some time.
It's a fantastic initiative. Like I said, we got the committee together in 2010 and that comprised of myself as the chair and a number of councillors, and it was always very much a unanimous decision of council to keep progressing Bathers Way. So everyone was always working together for the same goal, which was fantastic.
Concerns about the increasing rate of illegally dumped material in the Cessnock area will be addressed by a council clean-up initiative in Greta. Over 250 tonnes of asbestos waste and 600 tonnes of non-asbestos waste, mostly originating from households, is council's major concern. Council's Environment and Waste Manager Michael Alexander says harsher penalties and increased surveillance in the area should deter potential offenders.
This particular site is now gated and fenced, and we will use all measures to monitor the site, both physical and possibly covert operations, so that if you're identified, we will certainly be pursuing all avenues to identify and prosecute the offenders.
$2.4 million has been granted to Port Stephens Council to eliminate black spots on the area's roads. Pedestrian areas will also see some funding around Shoal Bay, Nelson Bay, Salamander Bay and Raymond Terrace. Port Stephens Council Assets Manager John Marisic says the projects should be completed within a year.
There will be some areas where there will be some interruptions. We intend on doing all the 8 projects within this current financial year, so they have to be completed by June 2016 as per the funding arrangements. Some projects will take in a matter of weeks and some will take in a matter of about a month.
The importance of water safety is being reinforced for Newcastle students from today with the beginning of Newcastle City Council's Water Safety Program. The program is designed to educate an estimated 13,000 primary school children about water safety around beaches, pools and other open water sources. Newcastle City Council's Manager of Facilities and Recreation, Phil Moore, says the program teaches children about water hazards and who they can call upon in time of need.
The program is all about not only helping the children with identifying hazards in those sort of water environments, but also identifying the sorts of people that can help them, like water safety, like surf lifesavers, like lifeguards, and gives them good direction with regard to seeking assistance if they're in those sorts of areas and what to avoid.
Grape growers in the Hunter are struggling to make profits, with new figures showing only 6% of Hunter winemakers met or exceeded production costs last year. This is up 3% on last financial year, proving the Hunter's winemaking is still a viable industry. Vice President of the Hunter Valley Wine and Tourism Association, Andrew Margan, says there is still a positive outlook for Hunter growers.
The Hunter has always persevered with the styles and varieties of wine that do well here, that are unique to this place. And fortunately, the market's starting to swing around in our direction and people are starting to drink more of the wine styles that we produce here. So things are changing for the better.
In finance, the All Ords is down 6 points at 56.46, and $1 Australian is buying 73.35 US cents.
Sport, thanks to our sponsor Warners Bay Sports Club.
Newcastle Knights captain Kurt Gidley says strong defence during their match against the Gold Coast Titans was a boost to the team. Winning by 30 points to 2, Gidley says while their performance has been lacking, their most recent game shows they have made improvements.
Yeah, to keep them to 2, they scored the first 2 points of the game and we no tries let in, so we'll take plenty out of that.
Maitland Blacks junior Nick White will play for the Wallabies after halfback Will Genia suffered a knee injury whilst playing against South Africa. White will play in the Wallabies' upcoming match against Argentina, with Genia not expected to return for at least 2 weeks. The sudden change is an opportunity for White to prove himself as Australia's top scrum half. And in soccer, the Maitland Magpies held out for a draw against the Western Bears despite finishing with a 9-man squad due to injury and a red card. Magpies coach Reece Thompson says he was hoping for a better result, but isn't too displeased considering the situation. That's sport. I'm Georgia Lupton.
2NURFM News Time is 2:05.